Hello, everyone, and welcome to All Together Now. I'm Bobbie Steinbach, your host for the evening, coming to you from just outside of Boston. All Together Now was created to bring performers from around the globe to share their unique talents and embrace us, transport us, and connect all of us with their music, storytelling, dance, and poetry, and more. We're so delighted you have chosen to gather with us here tonight. We have some amazing guests. Comedian Jimmy Tingle, pianist and educator Jocelyn Swigger, musical theater creator and performer, and Richard Rogers Award winner Matt Gould. Our first guest, who I've known for many years, Jimmy Tingle, is a comedian, commentator, actor, and the founder of Humor for Humanity. He was a 2018 Democratic candidate for Lieutenant Governor of Massachusetts, and Jimmy received 41.3% of the vote in the primary election. Yay, Jimmy, and welcome. So good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me, Bobbie. That's right, 21.3%, 41.3% of the vote, 213,313 votes. I don't want to brag, Bobbie, but we came in second place. First time running, came in second place. That's the good news. The bad news, two-person race. So we got second place. Got the silver medal is what I'm trying to say. But it's great to see you again.
Better than LeBron, Jimmy. So Jimmy, where are you right now? Where are you joining us from?
I'm coming from live from the People's Republic of Cambridge, the Tingle Library, upstairs in my beautiful home here in Cambridge. The Tingle Library, one of the things I've been doing, Bobbie, since we've been in quarantine, I've been taking an inventory, trying to clean up the house. I've taken an inventory of my books. I came up with 584 books in the Tingle Library. That's the good news. The bad news, they're all on page 12. So what I do, Bob, is I buy I'm an author's dream. I'm a publisher's dream. I hear these people in interviews. I go out, I got to get that book. I come home, I read the book. I read the first page, 12 pages. I fall asleep. Next week, I hear another interview. I get another book. So I'm creating a library of 585 books, all on page 12 for future generations. That's my contribution.
Wonderful. And right now, Jimmy, You probably have some pretty thoughtful observations. What might they be?
Well, I've been watching. First of all, I think it's good that the Republicans and Democrats are coming together and actually trying to get to the American people some funding and help businesses and help small businesses and help the unemployed. I think that's great. They're actually helping the airlines, too. They're giving $50 billion to bail out the airlines. You know, I'm thinking, well, if they're going to give the airlines $50 billion, maybe we can get some concessions from the airlines. If we give them $50 billion of taxpayer money, how about they give us more legroom? I think that's a decent trade. You know, I flew Delta a couple of months ago. The slogan for Delta Airlines is Delta Airlines, we're making your world smaller. Yeah, starting with the size of the seat. How about a little something for the people?
Indeed. Jimmy, you ran for Lieutenant Governor of Massachusetts. Why? Why did you run?
Because I figured if Donald Trump could use his communication skills as an entertainer for his message, I could try to use my communication skills as an entertainer for our message. And people say, how did Donald Trump win? I'm going to tell you how he won. Short, simple messages. 3 words. Drain the swamp. Build the wall. Make America great. 3 words. We have our own 3 words. Feed the hungry. House the homeless, heal the sick, welcome the stranger, and I would add, fix the trains. Fix the trains, brothers and sisters. If John F. Kennedy could inspire a generation to go to the moon, we can get a high-speed train to go to Springfield. Commuter rails to New Bedford and Fall River. And Bobbie, I think if we put our heads together, we could get a train to connect North Station to South Station. We can do these things. We're Americans.
This is your platform that you ran on. I love it. I love it so much. And are you thinking of running again, possibly?
I don't know, Bobbie. I don't know. Perhaps I'll never rule it out. I never thought I would run for office in a serious way before, but I the circumstances called for some new blood in the party, and so I ran. I wouldn't say I'm not ever going to run again, but I have no immediate plans to. But Bobbie, let me just say this: if ever elected, you're in the cabinet.
Oh, thank you so much. I love that. We'll talk. Jimmy Tingle, folks, a true patriot. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for joining us. And I hope you'll come back and make us laugh again.
I would love to. Thank you so much for having me, and a great idea of the show together again. Thank you so much. All together now. Thanks.
Jimmy Tingle, folks, he is just a treasure. And you can find out much more about Jimmy and what he's doing, where he will be broadcasting from next at jimmytingle.com. Wonderful. It is really a great gift for us to be able to gather, and we particularly like to bring people together across art forms. So next up, we have Jocelyn Swigger, and a blog review called Jocelyn's Recording of the Complete Chopin Etudes, an hour of pure musical pleasure. And by the way, you hear Jocelyn every show because she created the music for our intro and our outro. Jocelyn, welcome.
Thank you so much, Bobbie. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm just delighted that you came to join us, Jocelyn. Where are you joining us from?
I'm here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, just a couple of blocks from my office at the Sunderman Conservatory at Gettysburg College.
And tell us about what you're going to perform for us. Tell us a little about the piece. It's an interesting story.
Yeah. So I'm going to play the Mazurka by Pauline Viardot. And when we think about a mazurka, especially for piano, we often think about Frédéric Chopin. And I know for sure that when Pauline Viardot thought about a mazurka, she thought about Frédéric Chopin, because she actually took several of his mazurkas and put words to them and made them into her songs. And when she performed them, do you know who her accompanist was?
Who?
Her accompanist was Chopin.
Oh my goodness.
Wonderful singer, wonderful composer, and she was also a wonderful pianist. She used to play four-hand music with Chopin at his house where he lived with his son. And she was friends with both of them, and so much that when they broke up, she tried to get them back together. And she wrote this mazurka in 1868, which was actually almost 20 years after Chopin died in 1839. And I think really hear in this piece memories of a dear friend with some pain about the loss, of course, but also some joy in the memories that this wonderful friend meant for her. So this is the Mazurka of Pauline Viardot.
Was just gorgeous, gorgeous, Jocelyn. Oh, thank you so much. Pauline Diabos Mazurka. Jocelyn, you're a piano faculty member at Sundon Conservatory at Gettysburg College. How are you teaching piano lessons during the pandemic?
It's this way. I'm having students, we're doing these video conferences. I know lots of us are spending our lives on video conference now. I certainly am. For studio class, I'm having people make recordings ahead of time, and then I play them all so that everybody can watch. And I will say that one thing that's really nice about that is it's making students watch and listen to recordings of themselves, which, as you know, as a performer, it can be really hard to watch ourselves perform and listen to ourselves perform. But this is a chance for the students to learn a lot. But I miss them. It's not the same.
I'm sure that they miss you too, Jocelyn. And what a virtuoso you are. Just thank you so much for joining us. And we certainly hope that we can have back again at some point soon. Thank you. Thank you. For our third guest this evening, we are delighted to have Matt Gould with us. Matt has performed around the world, including in Mauritania. I don't know where Mauritania is. Uganda, Japan, across the U.S. And sometime in 2020, his musical Lempicka will have its pre-Broadway production at La Jolla Playhouse. Welcome, Matt. Thank you.
Place you got to get to. Got to get to Mauritania at least once. Probably won't get there, but try. Worth the try.
Great. All right. Hey, listen. Where are you broadcasting from? Looks like you're in a department store.
Not from Mauritania. This is my closet, which is really my husband's closet, which I'm allowed to use sometimes for recording purposes. And you know, there are many clothing here. We've got jeans, we've got basically anything, sheer action going on. So basically anything you want, we got in Griffin's closet.
All right. Well, I'll be getting in touch about that. I need some clothes for this job. Okay. So, Matt, tell us about what you're going to perform for us.
Well, I'm going to do a song I actually wrote for it's a song I've never done for a wedding. And, this feels like a time when we're craving some connection, and I think the song is about a we are connected. So here we go. When I was young, I had only one pet. My sister and me had a snake we named Snoopy. I brought her home from a house with fire. She came through the fire and she became ours. And Snoopy, she lived here for maybe 6 years. And somehow we learned how to love our snake Snoopy, wrapping herself all around our young arms and eating the mice that we fed twice a month. Well, somehow a family began with someone I couldn't be more different than, but we grew up together. We grew up together to be inseparable. After all the push and the pull, my life is full, 'cause we're inseparable. Da, da, da. Snoopy wasn't there anymore. She got out the house, someone left her cage open. We think it was maybe the lady who cleaned. We searched to no end. We searched for our friend, and a week or so later, the neighbor kid, Steve, said he found a dead snake in the gutter. I couldn't believe it was her, a lifelong friend, should last forever. And so family, someone I couldn't be more than, but we grew up together. Separate, separate. After all the good and the poor, my life is full, 'cause we're inseparable. If you listen to the Long Island medium, she'll tell you spirit never dies. We are bound forever by the way we live our lives. We like to listen to the Long Island medium. She eases people's fear. She tell me Snoopy is right here. She will always be right here. We will always be right here. We will always be right here. Now I'm grown up and I'm singing this song. A song about death at a wedding. How Jewish. Somehow it captures the way that I feel, the state I am in when I am with you. Oh, my life is entwined around you. We've lived through the fires and the floods and the phonies. When I picture life without you, there is only you. We grew up together. We grew up together to be inseparable. Inseparable. After all the push and the pull, my life is full, 'cause we're inseparable. We'll always be inseparable. After all the push and the pull, my life is full, 'cause we're inseparable. There's a long invisible thread that wraps around my heart, wraps around your head. Inseparable.
Straight into our hearts, Matt
you.
Gould. And I know I know Matt a little tiny bit. I met him when he was a young college student, and I came into his classroom at Boston University, and to see Matt where you have gone and what you have done since then is truly wonderful. And you can find out more about Matt in our links at the end. But right now, I know you have something special for us planned with a person who is very special to you, who you wrote that song that you just performed for, your husband, Griffin Matthews. And I understand that you and Griffin have a little 2-year-old son.
We do. We have our 2-year-old foster son, who is the light of our lives and who is wholly unsupportive of our music careers. And so we were going to try to do this thing together. We were going to try to do this live stream together, but our child does not like when we sing. So Griffin is on babysitting duty, and we made a little video of a song that we wrote for our show, Witness Uganda. It's called Invisible Thread. And it's also about the ways that we're connected together in times of disconnection.
All right, let's see that video.
There's a lonely, invisible thread that wraps around my heart and wraps around your head, tightens its grip, and things go unsaid, and I can't break free. Let go, let me, little boy, break free, leave him out on his own, let him find his way home. Can't take all his pain on your shoulders, only weighs you all down when you're older. Let him run, let him fly. If you love him, then don't cry night. Let him learn all he can, so when he comes home to you, he'll be a better man. Say that only invisible thread that wraps around my heart and wraps around your head. It tightens his grip, things go unsaid, and I can't break free. What about you? Hear my voice, my friends, make me aware of how to still love him, and how to still care, and how to stay strong when I wanna be over there. Fly, fly, love him, keep my eyes low. Do I learn all again, so when I come home again, I'll be a better man. Say invisible thread that wraps around my heart and wraps around your head. It tightens its grip, things go unsaid, and I can't break Baby crying.
Oh, I love that. I had the great pleasure, Matt, of seeing that that wonderful, moving, and just such a gripping piece at ART in Cambridge. Thank you. I just want to say there are some comments that have come in, because you can comment, folks. One is Matt Gould is a national treasure. That's number one. And number two, Griffin says that they are watching in the living room and the baby is screaming, "Not Daddy singing."
Exactly. That's it. He's not supportive. But it's okay. We love him anyway. He's gonna be a trucker. It's just two gay dads can do nothing but have like the straightest kid ever. So that's how it works.
Oh, Matt, it's just been wonderful having you. And thank you so much. You're going to have to come back. That's all there is to it. And in the meanwhile, stay safe and enjoy your family and your closet.
I'm in the closet. I love you all. Thank you.
Bye, Matt. Oh my goodness. As I mentioned before, we'll have links for you at the end for you to find out more about our artist. And we encourage you to support the work of all the artists we have, the wonderful artists we have on the show. And we are so grateful to them and to all of you for joining us. If you would like to see more of All Together Now, please like the BroadBand Collaborative page on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and you'll get a notification when we have new shows. We have a show on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And on Thursday this week, we will be back with pipa player, woman, actor and musician Kemp Harris. And because April is Poetry Month, a wonderful young poet named Keziah Wilde, who has written an amazing poem about bravery. Don't miss it. Until then, keep a song in your heart and hold a good thought. Good night.